Vegas, Nevada. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Baltimore Ravens. And off we go from Las Vegas. Taken at the goal line. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On play action, now Carr. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? Yeah, it used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you've got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Carr going to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
No tight end had more catches in 2020 than Darren Waller with 107. The 3rd most by a tight end in history. Maybe we should just take the label off and call him an outstanding receiver.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Carr going to leave this for Drake on the draw. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. Now Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So if we saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet, probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Well, the Ravens offense set to take over and led by a man still just in his 4th season in the NFL, the 2019 MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And 2020 was another excellent season for number 8. Wasn't able to repeat the numbers from his MVP campaign of 2019, but bigger than that, got his elusive first playoff win. And he and the team hope that bodes well for them as they try and move forward in 2021. But let's face it, the numbers were still pretty darn good. 27 touchdown passes, another 1,000 yards on the ground, and 7 scores rushing. This young man continues to be elusive and continues to improve.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tanner Muse there defensively.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jackson going to look to run with it. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Jackson. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Yep. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd and inches, Carr. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Henry Ruggs was the first wide receiver taken in the draft a year ago, and he absolutely fit the Raiders' profile of speed, speed, speed. Didn't have the immediate impact that they had hoped, just 26 catches. Hoping to up his game in 2021. He makes a nice catch there.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. Oh, able to avoid him. And some room to roam now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 52 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Carr now to throw. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get over.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. An option handoff here to Dobbins. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Renfro to return. Let's talk about Kenyon Drake. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
2nd and 16. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Here's Carr. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Now Jackson on 1st down. This is caught. It's Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Tucker's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Jalen Richard going to take it out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We saw a strong first half from the veteran QB, Derek Carr. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And Sammy Watkins is in his 8th NFL season. Spent the last 3 in Kansas City and won a Super Bowl there. Really excited about the opportunity to bond with quarterback Lamar Jackson. Makes a nice catch there.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Four yards remain for second down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping it air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 50 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And his throw is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. To throw is Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Carr completes it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. Gets around him. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Second and 2, first down marker at the 8. Shotgun now for Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second down and goal. Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Bryan Edwards there to make the grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead. So second and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. Second down is always kind of the, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Carlson down to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. That time, a 9-play drive, and it winds up at 6 points for the Raiders. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Second and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And a good catch there by Mark Andrews. And many think that paired with Lamar Jackson, they may be the best quarterback-tight end combo this side of Mahomes and Kelsey.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, they certainly didn't get what they wanted on that play. That means it's a big-time decision on what you call on 4th down.
Absolutely, because a field goal here doesn't do them much good. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang top down near the goal line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. A run on first down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. On the return is Duvernay. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 20-10, a minute 39 to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Here's Jackson. Finding Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rain in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson. Being chased out left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Jackson to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition, work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit, and that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. One last shot for Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Raider D, they get the football back. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.